All right, guys, today we are learning how to convert a fraction into a decimal. It's really not that bad. So, in your books, you'll see you got two different types of boxes here. You've got a box that's got lines that equate to 10 little rectangles, or you got a box that is like a grid. That is 100. So think of it in terms of money. These are pennies, these are dimes. Anything out of a 10 would be considered a tenth. So this is shaded in, this is showing 1/10. If I were to write this 0.1 as a fraction, 0.1 is 1/10. If I were to write this 0.01 as a fraction, that is 1/100th. So even if you look at it in terms of like a place value, this right here is your ones place. This right here is your tens place. This right here, you have to imagine that you're saying 0.10, because in this case, 0.1 is the same as 0.10. Just like 0.2 is 2/10. 0.3 is 3/10. 20, 30. Same thing here. 0.02 is 2 out of 100, 2 pennies. 0.03 is 3 out of 100. So if you only get one number, automatically means it's a 10. If you're getting a number, two numbers, and one of them, the first one, is a 0, automatically it's 100. So for your first part right here, it says for 1 and 2, write a decimal and a fraction in simplest form for the part of each grid that is shaded. Okay, well, if I see these rectangles here, I know those are tens. So how many rectangles do I have shaded in? 3. So for number 1, I have 0.3 shaded. And I know that 0.3 is the same as 3 out of 10, which pretty much is 30. But you don't have to worry about writing that part, just this part. So for number 2, same thing. Now how many do I have shaded in? For number 2, I have 0.8 shaded in, or 8 out of 10. 0.8 is the same as 80. For number 3, why is the fraction 6 over 10 not written as 0.06? Because 6 over 10, just like we were doing up here, if it's got one number and it's over 10, it's in the tens. 6 over 10 would be 0.6. 0.06 would put that in the hundreds. For number 4, it says on Kelsey Street, what fraction of homes do not have swings? So we're looking up here on Kelsey Street. It says 6 out of 10 homes have swing sets. So if 6 out of 10 have swings, what don't have swings? 4. 4 out of 10 do not have swings. And written as a decimal would be 0.4. Okay? Maybe we're feeling a little better about it. What happens if I have a bigger fraction? What if this 4/10 was a 9 4/10? Think of this as what goes in front. The fraction part, that's where the decimal is. So 9 stays put. 9 4/10 becomes 9.4. 9 4/100ths becomes 9.04. So this is the difference of having $9.40 or $9.04. I can add a 0 in here. I don't need to. Now, when you're dealing with numbers over 100 that are bigger, like 95 over 100, to write that as a decimal technically I've got my tens place here. So that would become 0.95. Okay? So I'm hoping now that this doesn't seem as bad. And you need to do 5 through 9, remembering the difference between how the grids are laid out. Rectangles are squares, meaning tens or hundreds. And then over here, you need to turn each one of these fractions or decimals into the other. So this becomes, oh, look, I did that for you. You're welcome. This one becomes a decimal. This one becomes a fraction. Then you're doing the problem solving. Work these out as best as you can. You'll go over them together as a class. I'm hoping that by now, you're looking at this and you're going to go through it pretty quickly, like a baby on a race car. And you're feeling good about it. If you're not, ask for help. You can always get back on your computer. It's posted onto the website. You can re-watch this as many times as you need to help you out. But remember, 0.1 over a 10, anything over a 10, is just that one number. If it's got a 0 in front of it, it's over 100. Okay? You got this, guys. Good job.